Hello students, today we're doing lesson 9.6, factoring trinomials of the form ax squared plus bxy plus cy. So if you notice on all of these titles, the a, the b, and the c are going to be numbers, correct? And then on this, what's going to be different is that now we have something at the end. We have a y squared, and in the middle we have a mixed xy. So this is exactly like all the other lessons we've done, except for that we're putting that y squared on the end. So let's go ahead and get started. We only have 2 examples today, so this is really short because it is just like all the other ones you have been doing. So we're going to factor 2x squared minus 3xy minus 14y squared. So what do we always do when we're factoring? First thing is I ask myself, is there any number or factor that I can take out of all of those numbers? So I have a 2, a 3, and a 14. And there is not a number that factors out of both of those. So now the next thing is I need to take this 2, which will be at the front of both, or just 2x and x at the front of the parentheses, and the 14. And I need to make them subtract, because the last one is subtract, to make 3 in the middle. Okay, so let's work on that. Okay, I know I have 2 and 1, and I'm going to show you a little different way of figuring this out. Okay, so I know the first ones are going to be 2 and 1. So the last ones could be 14 and 1, or they could be 7 and 2. So I'm going to set this up 2 different ways. Okay, so these are 2 separate things. I'm going to test these and see if I can get a 3. So I know this isn't going to work because that's going to make 28. That's too big. So if I go this way and go, that's 2 and that's 14, do those subtract to make 3? No, they make 12. So that's not going to work. Okay, so let's do it this way. If I do this and get 14 and 2, well, that's the same thing I just did up there. So I don't want to do it that way. So let's test the other way. 2 times 2 is 4, and 1 times 7 is 7. Now, do those subtract to make 3? Yes, they do. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to make sure that my 2 is going to multiply with my 2. So that means I have to have the 2 here. Okay, see how I made 2 times 2? So that's going to equal my 4, right? My 4x. And then over here I'm going to have 7 and 1. So this is my 1. It's just not showing. So my 7's going to go there so that those match up. Okay, now I've already seen a problem that I did, and I want to stop before I do my sign. So this is how I would have normally done it and gotten an answer. But I'm missing out on my y squared back here. So what I need to do is I need to add in right here. I need to add in a y. And right here I need to add in a y, right? Because I want those 2 last ones to be 7y times 2y should equal 14y squared. And now it does, so I'm done with that. And my numbers in the middle are going to equal 3x. But see what I just did there? Oh, well, hold on, I messed that up. We already know that those are going to equal 3x because we already did it over on the side. So now I need to figure out which one is going to give me a negative 3x. So I need a plus and a minus, right? Well, I want my minus to be with my biggest number. My biggest number is 7. And my smaller number is the 2x times 2y, which is giving me 4xy. So now when I multiply these, you see what I get? I get negative 7xy and 4xy, and that's going to give me negative 3xy. So that is my answer. So I'm going to erase all these arrows so you can see it better. Okay, so this is my answer to example 1. Okay, only one more example, example 2. I have 18a squared minus 57ab plus 35b squared. So this time instead of x's and y's, I have a's and b's. Notice that I have a's at the front and b's at the back. Okay, so this one's a lot harder because I have a whole bunch of other possibilities. So I'm going to start, I'm trying to get 57 in the middle. Okay, some of y'all might need your calculators out. So I'm going to start with the back one. I think the back one is probably going to be 7 times 5, but I could be wrong. It could be 35 times 1 since I have such a big number right here. But I'm going to try 7 times 5. So at the end, I'm going to put 7 times 5. Now the 18, I'm going to need to try a couple of things. So I could try 18 and 1, but I think that's going to give me way too big of a number no matter which way I multiply. So let's not try 18 times 1. Let's try 2 times 9, and we can try 3 times 6. Okay, so I'm trying 7 times 5 at the back, because remember, back here I'm trying to make 35, and right here I'm trying to make 18. And then I'm going to crisscross and try different things to see if I can get 57. Now we're adding, because this is plus, so this is a little bit easier. I'm not having to subtract. So 9 times 7 is 63, and 2 times 5 is 10. If I add those, that's going to be 73, so that's not going to work. So instead of crisscrossing these, let's go straight across. 2 times 7 is 14, 9 times 5 is 45, and if I add those, I get 59. Well, I'm pretty close, but I'm not right because I need 57. So let's try this one. I get 21 when I multiplied, and 30. That's going to give me 51. Still pretty close. Let's try to crisscross these and see if that works. 6 times 7 is 42. And 3 times 5 is 15. And when I add those up, 57. Yes, so I got it. This is my numbers. So let me show you how to figure out, once I've done all that crisscrossing, how to figure out where they go in the parentheses. Well, I know the first one's going to be 3 and 6. So I'm just going to put 3A and 6A. Now, where to put the 7 and the 5 at the back part? We'll see how I have my crisscross. 6 and 7 should go together. So here's my 6. So my 7 should go here. And remember, it's 7B because I need to get that B at the end. And then the 3 needs to match up with the 5. See right here. So I'm going to put 5B right here. Don't forget those B's on the end. That's the new part for today. And then since I'm adding, but I have a negative sign in the middle, that means I have to have minus minus because signs have to be the same for you to subtract. And now I can check this. I have negative 42A here, and I have negative 15B here. I'm sorry, AB, and this should be AB. And so that gives me negative 57AB. And that is correct, right? So my answer is this. Okay, so that was a pretty hard one. You don't have very many hard ones on your homework today. So hopefully you'll be able to do it. I just want to show you a hard one to show you some of this stuff over on the side of how to do those. Okay, that's it for today.